pulling equivalent of Jonah Lomu. He doesn't need to have any technique.
ESA. So you're Freya and you're
Josephine.
Josephine.
Yes.
Is Josephine a typical Denmark?
Been a long time without you. Been a long time without love. Everything reminds me of you. But everything is now.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the Fun, Love and Money channel. I got something quite funny for you today. I got a bit of a tongue-in-cheek video, and what we're going to be talking today about is RIZ. Whether you've got RIZ, whether you need RIZ, how to have RIZ, whether this guy in this video has actually got RIZ or he's just using his God-given talents. And actually, something interesting, a bit of a bonus tip, is the best RIZ to have is the RIZ that the girls don't actually know that you've got RIZ. Anyway, I'll touch on that in a second. What prompted me to make this video was something that came up in my feed by a guy called Nicoletti, and he was in Bali with an English guy called It's Just Real. And they were kind of going around, and the It's Just Real guy was doing his so-called RIZ, and he was getting lots of girls, and lots of girls were swooning around him, and it was quite an entertaining, good video to watch. Have a look at some of the clips and tell me whether this guy actually has RIZ or whether it's just his God-given talent that makes him the way that he is. I got a bit of an analogy, which I'm also going to show you a clip on, around Jonah Lomu and whether he's the RIZ equivalent of Jonah Lomu. Have a look at the clips and I'll tell you what I think.
You know what's up,
We're back.
guys. We were doing a live stream earlier, and man, my man is crushing it. I had to give him the necklace. He's been promoted. He's got the necklace now. So here you go. You already know we're gonna dropping some game, talking to some chicks.
Yeah, we just met two girls, and some guy was already hyping me up. So shout out to the brother that was hyping me up to them, because they already follow me before I even could press the follow button.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's three girls now that will potentially come tonight, on top of all the other girls that I've already invited there. So now what's gonna happen when they come down and they're gonna come to the table and they're gonna see 30 hot girls on the table, and you give them your time and attention, then you're more likely to get a W on that one, because they're gonna think, well, look, there's all these hot girls here and he's picked me out of all of these hot girls. Look, I'll tell you one thing, right? London is like mostly man. If you go out to nightclubs in London, it's mostly males, right? And one time I went out clubbing in a place called Nottingham. It's like in the north of England, right? And I went into this...
Because they don't have enough, they have shed more.
Hello, I'm here with... What's your name?
Yeah, Victoria.
Victoria. Where are you from, Victoria?
I'm from Moscow, Russia.
Moscow, Russia.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in Bali for?
Oh, for 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. You're not going long?
I go last year, too cold, I don't like it.
Too cold?
Yeah.
You can't suntan on the Moscow.
I like it 30 to 37 minimum.
30 Celsius
30 to minimum. 28 too cold for me.
28 is too cold for you?
Yeah, 28
And here on Tuesday, you would have missed it. But Friday is the next big day.
Okay.
And it's open tonight. I'm having a big party there, and I would love to invite you ladies.
Okay.
What's it called, the place?
Desa. DESA. So you're Freya and you're
Josephine.
Josephine.
Yes.
Is Josephine a typical Denmark?
So what did you guys all think? Kind of cool, huh? Very handsome looking guy. I would describe him as the love child of Giga Chad and Giga Tyrone. As for RIZ, I honestly don't think the guy's got RIZ. What I mean by RIZ is somebody who can kind of use chat and charisma and skills in that kind of way to turn a situation into attraction. Now, you got a guy who looks like that. He could easily be a top male model if he decided to go down that path. But he's just walking up to girls. He's got girls on holiday in Bali. They want to have a good time. They want to take photos with Giga Chad, Giga Tyrone. They want to have something to go and tell their friends about. Oh, look who I banged on holiday or whatever. I don't know if he bangs them. He talks about doing it. But yeah, so that's the thing. I don't actually think this guy's got RIZ. Back to the Jonah Lomu analogy. So I don't know if anyone's old enough if you've heard of a rugby player called Jonah Lomu. When I was a kid, I was playing loads of rugby, and back in the mid 90s, I was young, and Jonah Lomu was the big superstar in rugby. I think he was 6'6", New Zealand Islander. He could run 100 meters in under 10 and a half seconds, and I think he weighed about 20 stone. And he didn't have any rugby technique. He didn't have much skill. People would just throw the ball to him and he would just barrel into everybody. So check out the clip of Jonah Lomu here now. I hope you enjoy it. Some nice big bosh bang hits. And we'll pick up on this in a second.
Lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help, but to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote.
Anyway, back to the video. So back to the point I was making. This guy is the rugby equivalent of, the pulling equivalent of Jonah Lomu. He doesn't need to have any technique. He looks like that. He carries himself like that. He walks up to girls. I don't think he speaks specifically well. He's not particularly articulate. He doesn't have great knowledge. He doesn't have anything good. He just looks absolutely amazing. And if you're like that and you're going up to 20-something-year-old girls on holiday in Bali, of course they're going to be interested. You don't actually need to do anything. You can just walk up to them and, hey, how are you? Norway, Sweden, Russia, Denmark, whatever, and you're going to get it. I'm not knocking the guy. Absolutely fantastic, really entertaining, some good videos on his page and on Nicoletti's page. But what I'm saying is, back to the subject of RIZ, I don't think he's got RIZ. If it was me and I was looking to RIZ, I would kind of say, oh, are you girls from Norway, Denmark? Show a little bit of knowledge about it, show a little bit of interest, ask him a few questions about what you're doing, and generally build that. But obviously, I don't look like that guy. I look like a regular dude. So I've got to kind of have some RIZ. Back to the point I was making about the best RIZ to have. Now, I was having a chat to my girlfriend today, and I kind of said to her, oh, what did you think of my RIZ when we first met? And she said to me, you didn't have any RIZ. And I was like, really? I was rizzing her, properly rizzing her from the beginning. The good thing is she didn't even realize that I was rizzing her. Now, that's the best RIZ to have. The best RIZ to have is where you go up and you're so smooth, so cool, so knowledgeable, so interested, that it doesn't even seem like you've got RIZ. So that's my take home with this. I don't think this guy, It's Just Real, has got any RIZ at all. He's just got his God-given talents, his God-given looks, like Jonah Lomu had his God-given athletic size and skill. Oh, rest in peace, by the way, Jonah Lomu. He died, I think it was in 2015, quite young. He had some rare disorder. But anyway, that's my take on it. Bit of a funny tongue-in-cheek video today. What are your thoughts on RIZ? What are your thoughts on what's good RIZ? What are your thoughts on what's bad RIZ? How have you been RIZ'd and you've not known that you've been RIZ'd? But there you go. That's my take on it. Bit of a funny one. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all of that usual stuff. And I shall see you on the next one. Have a good one. Love you all. Mwah.